Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Rick. I'm your captain on this channel as well as your chef. Now I have two striper fish left over from the March 23rd fishing trip. And the first one, we're just gonna make a fried simple fish. The second one, we're gonna also fry that up, but we're going to make a fried fish dip. Oh yeah, that's right. The striper is the dip. Now what this is, it's a mouth numbing, spicy, salty, sweet, fried fish dip that we're gonna take some sweet, sticky rice, we'll scoop that up. It's gonna be something that you can't miss. I have to show it to you, and if you've not seen this before, you're gonna wanna stick around, so I cannot wait to share it. All right, so we're gonna start the base for the fried fish dip, and what you'll need for this is cilantro, green onions, lemongrass, shallots, ginger, Thai peppers, garlic, salt, fish sauce. We're gonna come back to the palm sugar. You can substitute for brown sugar if you can't find the palm sugar, but if you do substitute, you're gonna miss out on that special sweetness that you don't get from palm sugar. We'll need some MSG or accent if you can find that at an American store. What we'll do is we'll take all of these ingredients, we'll chop them up, we'll start the oven at 425. We'll roast that up for 15 to 20 minutes, checking on them every so often to make sure that they're browning up and they're charring and they're getting that beautiful roasted flavor. And then what you're gonna need also, as I always say in every video, is you're gonna have to find a way to get that fish, and Captain Rick always has the fish. All right, so the next step is I've already have this fish prepared. It's filleted off, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna chop it up. This was our 26-inch fish that we're chopping up like this. You can use an 18-inch fish for this dip. You just won't get as much, because remember, as we fry this up, it's gonna lose a lot of its moisture, and then it won't be as much as it looks now. You don't have to season this at all, because a lot of the flavor profile is going to come from those roasted ingredients that we have in the oven right now. I'm letting my hot oil come up to temperature, probably about 375, and we'll literally get this all crispied up in the fryer until it darkens. It's like a really dark brown. You don't want it light brown, you want it dark brown, but not burnt. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so we have our oil brought up to 375. Here are the pieces. We're just gonna dunk that in. All right, so the length of cooking time is going to be dependent on your size of your pot. I'm just going to check it now, and as you can see, it's nice golden brown, but we actually want it to be darker than this, okay? We're going to let this go, and we're going to keep checking in on it. When I get to the point where I like the crispiness, then I'll come back and show you what that's going to look like at the end. Okay, I like that. Let's go ahead and take it out. Gosh, it smells so good. Look at that. It lost probably 35 to 40% of its weight. That's why I use such a big fish for this. That's the crispiness we want. Every bit is crispy. It's perfect. All right, so now comes the palm sugar. I'm gonna add 2 palm sugars in there and smash that up. Let's get to work. All right, so now we're gonna add our roasted stuff. This is the ginger, shallots, peppers, garlic, lemongrass, We're gonna do our best to mash this up. It might take a while. Just mash it up and I'll show you what it would look like. All right, we're gonna get to work. I've got a little cushion here to protect my island, my granite. Because we're gonna be putting in work here for about 5 minutes, just smashing everything up. So if I had to guess to get it to this texture, I believe it took about 5 minutes for sure. All you're really trying to do is break everything up. Could I have used a blender? Yeah, I probably could have. But then you get a paste. You really don't want a paste. You want the correct consistency. And you can only get that from a mortar. All right, so now we're just gonna spoon in the crispy fish. We're gonna break this down same way. All right, well, let's get to work. Here we go. You can even hear how crispy that is. It's exactly what we like. You have to listen to the crispiness. This is exactly the crispiness that we want. So we're going to break this down. It's probably going to take me about 5 minutes. So I'm going to keep working at this. So I'm going to say 6 to 7 minutes is about what you want. And now we're going to add the work that we've done earlier. We're going to mush that in there. Man, those smells are incredible. Get the garlic, lemongrass. All right, before I go any further, so we're gonna get probably a half teaspoon of salt. Half teaspoon of MSG. And then we're gonna add the fish sauce. Okay, so 1 spoon, 2 spoons. We'll start with that. Okay, we'll work this in. After a couple minutes of incorporating, we'll give it a taste. Let's see what we need to do. All right, I'm gonna add just a little bit more fish sauce. Let's go with about a spoon. Okay. Just give that a good stir. Lastly, we'll just add cilantro. Mix that up without the pestle, without the mortar, without smashing it, okay? Since now we've added an ingredient that if you smash it, it's gonna come out wilted. All right, now we're gonna put this on a nice plate. All right, now we're just gonna scoop some out, a little at a time. All right, we're just gonna put a couple of sprigs of cilantro just for presentation. That's it, we're done. All right, folks, well, that wraps it up. It's such an easy dish. You're gonna wanna give this a try. I promise, it's so delicious. There is Captain Rick's deep fried striper dip. Check it out. Hopefully the focus is right, but I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go dig into this. We're gonna serve this up, scoop it up with some sweet rice, and we're gonna have at it. So until next time, I will see you on the next one. Take care. So as you know, this video was more to present the fish dip. Everything else was extra, so check this out. So there's our fried fish. It kind of curled up during the fry. Again, it's not about the fish. It's about the fish dip. Everything else is extra. I want you guys to give that a try. I just needed to add something else. Remember when I told you that we're gonna pick up the fish dip and scoop it with some rice? Check this out. So there's our sticky rice. Made it fresh. We'll just go like this. We're gonna make a scoop out of this. We're literally gonna scoop it. Here we go. It's sweet, salty. It's got the perfect amount of flavor from all of the herbs, the ginger, garlic, onions, shallots. It's all roasted flavors. My gosh, you all have to give this a try. Best dip that I've ever had as a fish, and I promise you, you're gonna want to give it a shot. Man, it's good. Not even saying that, just to say it. It's good. Going in for a second scoop. No more teasing. This is so good. Give it a try. All right, we're going back in. Got my rice, scooping it up. Get a nice scoop. Oh my gosh. I might have outdone myself on this one. I need to put the camera down. I gotta eat. So good. All right, I'm going for the fried fish. This was the extra, but it's still done right. I'll just take some of this fish. I'm gonna dip it in the sauce. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Going in with the rice. I'll see you guys later.